Hello my friends, my name is Vasily, I am iOS engineer and we'll continue writing some code together, right? So I want to remind you that this is kind of live videos, so I have just a very blurred picture what will happen. I mean, I'm not preparing like everything what you can see, like all my conversations with you, with me, right? So all of that is kind of not prepared, so sorry for this. My videos can be long and not compressed if we talk about materials, right? For example, if you want to learn something, right? In my videos, probably you can hear a lot of water, but I mean, yeah, like, why not? Or actually, you can write some comments about that, about this format. Do you like my conversations, right? So, what we continue doing here? On my videos, we are writing some codes, and this is one more series about StackOverflow and about my old code, right? So I was pretty active, right now not super active at StackOverflow. That's actually how I learned iOS and mobile development. So, and I posted lots of answers. Some of them were good, some of them not really. So, and right now we just take we just pick any question, right? Any my answer, and look at this and make it better together, right? So this video, right? We are going to talk about network request. Again, this is third video about the same one question, right? Because this is actually big, and I want to share with you how I look at this, at the question when I need to build API. For example, network request, right? We need to have API, right? What do I think? How I'm trying, like, what steps I'm going to do when I write code, think about the idea and so on. Okay, let's switch to our code base and see what do we have here. Okay, so probably nothing changed from the previous episode. So let me check. We have Codable that not complete, and we were thinking about like at least just talk about multi-threading, right? Okay. So what is my plan? Let's see, like, why Codable is not completed. Oh, because we just have this, right? Like, we do not have. Let me just run and see. Do we have an answer, right? So, okay. Like, okay, looks like it's still compiling. Yay, that's already good, right? So, yeah, we have an answer, and it is not completed, right? Let's try to complete, right? I mean, at least we can have, I don't know, artist name, right? Do we have artist name everywhere? Right, we have artist name, artist ID, and not everywhere, right? Artist name. Okay, let's start with just artist name, right? So we will have an array of, I don't know, media. I don't know, like, right? So structure, struct, right? iTunes. Let's name it ItunesElement. Right, I just want to give you like a basic perspective how it can look like this Codable, right, with nested elements, right? And we will have something like artist name. So let artist name, and it is going to be string, right? Okay, and what do we have? We have results here. Let's try to put it. Let results, right? And it is going to be ItunesElement, right? Because we have here results, right? And we have to use the same string, the same key, right? Let's try to run and see what can happen. Okay, yeah, right now you can see that we have. Okay, so probably, I mean, I'm not going to implement all of this, right? I mean, I just show you example with array, because, for example, this object, right, and this object, they may be different. So, and we might have, for example, a movie, because let me check. So this is various artist. This is album. So this is music, right? What about here? Is it also music? Also music, right? Oh, soundtrack. Like we have. Okay, genre. Wait, let's check. Okay, sci-fi and fantasy. What is this? So, and this is film, right? Film. Yeah, kind. Feature movie, right? So, so we may have different elements, right? And I'm not planning to implement such complex like mapping on this video, because we are focusing only on getting data and writing cool API that we can easily use in all our projects, right? So, but I think you got it. And if not, come on, you know how to reach me, right? You have comments, type your questions, and yeah, let's talk about this. Maybe the next video can be about Codable. I also had answers about Codable, and I expect they're old, right? I mean, and we may have the same sessions, right? So let me talk. I want to make this music a little bit not too loud. Okay. So let's continue. We started to talk about. Right, about Codable that is not completed. Let me just check. What does it mean? Like, we have API with Codable, right? And our API looks like this, right? We can put Codable here. Maybe it's not completed because yeah, I wanted to show like just how array can look like, array of nested elements. I don't know. Okay, let's continue. So right now we can remove that thing, right? If I forget, you can always type a comment and we can update it. And right now we will talk about Grand Central Dispatch. So what do we want? When we talk about network request, we first of all talk about asynchronous code, right? And let's try to understand what's happened here when we make a request, right? So first of all, session session delegate queue, the operation provided by this object. The operation queue provided when this object was created. I'm not sure. So okay. So first of all, I want to find code. I mean, since I do not remember everything, right, we can do experiments. So let me find the code that I can use to understand in what queue my code is running right now. Okay, wonderful. Swift detect current queue, DispatchQueue, get current DispatchQueue. Let me check. Can I find here my reply? Oh, probably this is my. Okay. So let me copy this solution, right? So all of this, let me copy. Oh, okay. So and everything, like, do not afraid to make experiments, right? To get answers. That's how we learn, right? Okay, is it still compilable? Okay, whoa, that's good. So, and let me try to understand what is that, how it is working. So, DispatchQueue. Okay, first of all, let me check here. I can hide this request, right? So, DispatchQueue. Okay, DispatchQueue current. It is static, right? DispatchQueue current. So, and can I print it, right? So I need to understand current label. I do not remember my own code, right? So what is the usage? Oh my god. Okay. So okay. Wonderful. Let me check. So first of all, let's just print it, right? Print. This is one, right? To understand what queue do we have when we create, probably it should be main queue, right? When we create a request, right? And what is queue here, right? Let's run and see. So, we have main thread, and second is unknown queue. So that mean, okay, but we have here queue, right? So let me check, where do we have our queue? Yes, with the session configuration, session queue, for example, the same main queue, right? Let's check how. Okay, what is delegate queue? NS operation queue. Okay. Print, and we have this queue. Let's check. Okay. Okay, so let's try to register. So in the functionality that I have in the solution, right, in here, we can register kind of new queue, right, and see, like, try to detect it. Okay, so if we do that thing, so DispatchQueue register detection of session delegate, right? And let's see what will happen. Oh, it's NS operation queue. It's a different thing, right? It's operation. Wait. Let me check what it is actually, right? Interesting. So, OperationQueue. I remember dispatch group. Oh, okay. This is. As I correctly remember, OperationQueue, when you can. This is queue, you can add lots of closures there. Okay, OperationQueue, right? So that's how we can control it, right? Maximum concurrent operation. Oh, okay, that's what I was thinking about. So with the OperationQueue, yeah. You see, like, this is very helpful also for me. So with the OperationQueue, we can just put like many queues, right? And like many closures, many requests, right? And they can work parallelly or like synchronously, right? Let's check actually how many parallel requests can we have here. Okay. Interesting. Can it be unlimited? One. So it makes sense, right? When we make a request, like, but okay. So that's mean that we have a queue, right? And we put one by one request. I mean, we can put many of them at the same time, but they will execute one by one. What about downloading images? Right? So that is an interesting question. So for example, if I want to render something, any kind of image, right? I want to load images asynchronously. And using this, okay, like probably we have a session dot download task. Do we want to implement download task right now? Probably it may add more hours for the session, and we will never complete this question. So write in the comments, do you want me to implement like files downloading functionality, image downloading, any big part downloading in this series? Yeah, and we can make our question, we can make this reply on the network question like a very flexible, like with everything, right? Okay, but right now let's keep it like this, right? So okay, but it should be asynchronous, right? So let's double check, right? So we have A, right? We have B. So yeah, A, B, C, D, right? Let's check. How will it look like? So A, B, C, D. So let's take a sleep here. Sleep 1. Okay. So this is asynchronous, right? This works asynchronously, right? A, B, D, C. Right. You can see that this, like if we have a sleep here, we will receive A, B, D, right? So this is okay, no questions, right? Everything is working asynchronously, right? We do not worry about that, and we do not need even to think, right, about this, like to organize own queue and so on. We already have everything. Another thing that we when we stack closure, right? So for example, in session, right? In session we have our queue and we stack their whole closures, right? Closures with all data, with all functionality, with all code inside may keep lots of memory. And for example, I remember one of the idea that I implemented in one of the project. So I ignore this delegate queue and I store here, for example, here, right, in the class, I store an array of requests, right, like this URL requests. So I store it, and when I run any of the function, I just put it like in the request, implement something like list, right, and recursively take one by one function from this array. This action will require like synchronization between threads, right, because we want to have this array thread safe. Okay. Also, if you are interested in this, I can try to do something, but I am not sure I can write it from a first attempt, because that logic was kind of complex. Or maybe I become smarter. No. So that means that we just tested with you that everything working asynchronously, right? We do not, nothing block our code, right? So that means that we do not need to focus on the Grand Central Dispatch, right? We just double check that this is asynchronous, right? And no problem with that. And what do we have right now? We have a wait async functionality. Ooh, okay. So what can we do? Let's try to implement it. So, for example, right now we have function, we have the same dictionary, right? The same dictionary, but instead of closure, we will have this result, right? Async, and we will return this result instead of closure, right? Oh, what about right now? Can it work? Wonderful. So what do we need here? Question number one. Probably with URL session, we already have something, right? Shared, like we should have already async, right? Like a tasks, or we already have async functionality. So data task, but maybe we have tasks. Maybe we have a request already. Okay, data for request. Huh. So that's what I was talking about. Like we already have it, right? So, and if we use it, for example, it can be dictionary too, just for right now. Correct? So, let result equal request. So result, what is result? Result is going to be data and URL. Let me check. Oh, no, wrong button. Okay, this one, right? Because I wanna see what it... Oh, of course, await, right? Wait. Yeah, evenings, you know. So, okay, try. No, await, try, right? Await, try. And of course we have do. Alright, we have this catch, let error, right? And for right now, just print error. And this error. Okay. Oh, okay, let's fix it. Okay. So what is result? Why I close it? Data and URL response. Okay. So we need to implement this data and response, right? We already have it, right? So, okay, maybe we can move this code. We can move this code directly to here. I mean, why I have this conversation? Because, like, we already have a function, right? That work with a new Swift concurrency, right? This function, we can make requests using modern Swift concurrency. And this is always better to use functions that we already have rather than write our own functions. So why? Because 1,000,000,000% everything is tested. Like already we have like some history of usage. Maybe you can find some conversations about that functionality. So, I mean, engineers probably already did a big work. So it's better not to create a bicycle again, right? So, okay, let's copy this, right? And implement like dictionary 2 from request, right? And we can copy this and start implementing, right? So this is traditional. Okay, dictionary, yep, and we are here. Probably some of the code could be reusable, right? So, okay, and we have data. Right now we may do this, right? Let, oh, no. Let JSON, and it is going to be JSON result.data, right? And we have JSON options here. So result.okay. Let's use that combination, right? Data, and since this will return data and result, request. Oh, response, right? Response, right? Is it correct? It is response. Data and URL response. Okay. So result. So we can use data here. Wonderful. And probably the same. We will have this, right? Just for right now. Let's keep it as simple as possible, and we can return this. Okay. Let me check. Can it? Okay. Return failure, right? And return success. So also we can return, okay, if we have here error, what kind of error could it be? A return failure error, I don't know. So if we just keep it for right now, because we want to compile and see the problem or the progress, right? Maybe we are on a wrong path. Okay, so let's keep it as it, right? So we do not need to talk about multi-threading right now. We need to talk about new API, right? So we will have task, right? Because this is modern Swift concurrency, and we will have await. We will have to use a await keyword, right? And dictionary. And probably we can, yeah, we can have this dictionary from request, right? And we do not have, yeah, we do not have closure. So, oh, yeah, probably I need to and here we also do not, oh, dictionary, no, that is correct, right? So we will need to see this result. Result. So result of the request, right? And we can print it. Result. Let's run and see. Okay. What completion? Network manager dictionary, right? Like parameter for okay, but I do not need that thing. I have just two parameters. Oh, because I also need like a default parameter, right? So that's what we have here, right? So again, mutable containers, right? And okay, session. We may remove it from here. So, and we will call dictionary. No, we need full API, right? Session. So request session is going to be shared. Right. And yep, this mutable containers, right? JSON serialization options. Okay. Wait, right. Can it work? Okay, and right now let's try to run. Will that thing work? I hope yes. Whoa, looks like we have an answer. Yep, we have this answer with more than Swift concurrency, right? Okay, so let's continue implementing this. Let's try to reuse some code. So, and we right now can split our extension, right, to make it more readable. I'm a big fan to create a billion of extensions. So right now this extension we will name as a block, as a group for dictionary. Receive dictionary, right? Wonderful. So, and we have a code that we can reuse, like this part, right? So let's try to implement this. Private function dictionary from data, right? It is going to be data, right? So, and we will have JSON, yeah, like these reading options. So, and what we're going to return? We're going to return result or, yeah, or network error, right? Yeah, we're going to return this thing. So, and you can see that, for example, here I use mutable containers, right? And here I do not use it because I want that, like, it's a private function, right? For private function, the functionality that is hidden, I want that developer specify like any parameters, like all properties should not be by default. This is just for me. This make me feel that developer knows what he or she is doing, right? So yeah. Okay, so right now we have this part, right? And let's try to put it here. So we have data, right? Try, do, and oh yeah, return failure, right? So like then return success or serialization error, right? Will this work? Will this thing compile? Okay, and we right now can remove all of this code and make our function more compact. Return completion. Where is my completion? Yeah. So no, not success. This dictionary from data, right? Data, and we have serialization options, right? So using these options, let's check that everything is or no. Oh, okay. Again, we have here self, right? What is problem with self? If I am not using it, if I'm not using weak self here, we will keep this. For example, we may have 100 requests, right? They're stacked somewhere, right? On a shelf, on a virtual shelf, right? And they will all wait, I don't know, for to be executed, to be performed. But in another hand, right, like if we theoretically need to recreate this network request, we cannot do this because we have a set of data, right? We first of all need to need to clear all of the or wait when they're all completed, or clear this shelf, right? So I would like to be very, even right now, to be very safe. And again, you can tell me hey Vasily, network request, it's kind of a core, right? When you create your application, if you have network request, I cannot imagine the situation when we need to recreate it. So if you have an idea when it's happened, when you need to recreate your network, your core component, you can type in the comments. I would like to also hear about let's just be very safe, right? And do this trick, use weak self, right? Guard let self equals self, right? So return. So, but we always, as you correctly remember, we always need to return some data, right? If that is not working, we always need to return error, for example, right? Completion, right? So okay, so failure, right? And network manager is not exist, right? The same feature. Oh, we do not need it here, right? We do not have this closure. Okay, else. Okay, so what else? Oh, I do not use response here. Okay, maybe let's keep it for right now unknown. Maybe we can do something else like a validation, right? Because in response, we probably have some response data like HTTP code, like status code, and so on. Maybe we'll think about that also. So, let me try. Let's just run the code and see how can it look like. Okay, first of all, we do not need this queue validation thing, right? Okay, so let's run. First of all, double check that we still receive correct result. Okay, we even can do this, right? So, and then also let's check this result. Okay, so everything is working, right? And let's double check that we have correct, that everywhere we use correct functionality, right? So print A, right, or B, right, and here like B, yeah, and here actually, yeah, let's keep it with breakpoint. Let's validate this with breakpoints, right? Okay, first of all, we receive this request, right? That is expected, and second is another request, like like with modern concurrency code. Okay, so looks like that is working, right? Okay, can we try to make this code more compact, right? We also have this part. So what is the result? Result we receive from data. Let me check. Oh. Can we combine this, right? So I'm not sure that we can make it even more simpler, right? So maybe we can hide the functionality here, but we need to throw somewhere inside this function. We need to deliver the. No, I think that is good. That is good. So if I put here, for example, like what I was thinking, instead of having here success or failure, because failure would be the same everywhere, right? I can hide failure inside this function, but the problem is that, for example, here we have completion, right? So I need to put completion here inside this code. And for example, here we do not have completion. We have modern Swift concurrent, modern concurrency code. Yay! Whew. Yeah. Also, with you, I'm going to speak English influently, right? Maybe one day significantly my level of English rise. Maybe. The keyword is maybe. So let's continue. Okay, we talked about this. let's keep it as it, right? We always can make it much better. So, and let's do the same with Codable, right? So we have a Codable, and we have like from request, and instead of completion we will have this async, right? So, and we do not need this, right? Is it correct? Async. Oh, I do not need. Yes, right now is better. Correct. What's URL session? Okay. And also let's implement default value with minimum parameters, right? So actually, why I copy that? So okay. Thank you, Xcode, that you suggest me correct fixes. What? I need to copy all of this, right? So we're going to do the same with Codable, right? To have a more than concurrency, more than Swift concurrency everywhere. So wait, Codable, right? Type request, and request probably we will have shared, right? And session. All right, maybe we can. No. Okay, so and right. What is a problem? Request from. Okay, from session, right? Request. So we have type request session, right? So request. Oh, session is here, right. Shared is here, right? And session. Oh, I removed incorrect thing. So from request, right? So let's keep here request, and here we are, right? We already did a good job, right? So, and right now let's implement here. Okay, so since you know I like to create lots of extensions so why I'm doing this again? I want you to remember. So visually I try to split the code, right? Probably we can do it better and we will have different files. So, but right now I'm just showing you how I prefer organized like a code inside one file. So, and here, so look at this column, right? We have here like our small navigation, right? So that you can, okay, like we have dictionary, like code about dictionary here, right? Also, we can see here code about Codable, right? So, yep, this is how I prefer. Because if I put everything in a one class, right? It's also like idea of your preferences. Maybe you can put the same in a one class, right? And have here like your minimap, use the same marks in the one class. I don't know, because like if code become bigger and bigger, right? I can just start splitting. For example, I can just try to take this code and put in another file. Of course, I need to resolve some questions about private, public functionality, but I mean, yeah, that's how I work. Okay, so let's implement. Okay, so what do we have? And probably we may have interesting thing. So let's try to keep it to copy functionality, right? And where is our Codable? This one, right? So we made a request to get data. Actually, wait a moment. Can I didn't reuse this code, right? Oh my god. So let me do this. Okay. So dictionary from, right? Success dictionary. Yeah, probably our code is going to be very compact too, right? So return what? Just this, right? Can it be compiled? Okay, yeah. It's much compact right now. Yay, that's what I like. Okay, so, and probably maybe we can make it even more smaller. I'm not sure. Okay, so what about here? We can reuse the same code, right? So data, and we have right now, but it will return dictionary, but we do not want to return dictionary, right? We already can yeah, this is another question. So when we get data, right? Data from session. Okay, let's keep all of this, right? But again, this is not asynchronous, right? So, I mean, we have closure here. How can I make it better? Interesting. If I just copy, right? Again, if I just copy, probably I really need to do something with these requests. Okay, let's do that. So I will have the same code, but with data. So URL session, and that will return us result data, right? And it is going to be async. So, and here we will put our request, right? So where is that? Dictionary from, yeah, that thing. So we have two lines of code. Okay. So if we run this, and we already can validate, can we just get it a value? I'm trying to understand, will that help or not? So here, if I cannot use the same code, right? Because I have to use this code, and probably it already can be very compact, right? So let Codable JSON, and I will have to decode from data, right, and return this. Probably, yeah, we do not need to optimize it, because this code like doesn't have a lot of problems, a lot of lines, sorry. And look at this part and this part. What do you think? Can we optimize it? Can we make it just for 2 lines, right? Oh, not 2 lines. We have more. So interesting. Maybe I can try to keep all of this function, right? So let me try. So we will have this, right? So let me find, oh my god, sorry, I'm slow. So functionality, Codable, of course private. Let's hide everything what we can hide. Private functionality Codable. Result, right? So okay, and how will that work? We will okay, so we will, if we decide to use this code, right, this data from, so we have a completion that work with this data. Okay, from result, right? So yeah, can I copy paste that thing? From no. So yeah, just that thing. So if I put this closure here, right, I can maybe Vasily, think you can do this. So Codable, from this I have a result, and what I want to return. So I can return, oh yeah, so I will take one result of data, oh, and return, okay, yep, and return already this thing, right? So I will return data, I mean specific value, right? So, and let's try to do this. Result value, so how it is working? Can it be compiled? Okay, probably like this, right? So completion, we do not need completion, we just need to return. Okay, and probably here we also can just return, and here we need to return. Okay, what do you think right now? Try JSON decoder from value. Oh yeah, where value, yeah, I forget this lines. Okay, so can this work? Wonderful, great. And right now what I can do, can I try to use this function? So from completion Codable, will that compile? Okay, so result data, okay, so different types, and also we need to return. Wonderful. So completion, and let's have a result, right? Completion Codable from result, right? Will that work? Of course, self. Okay, the same thing that we have weak self, the same trick that we did with dictionary, right? With that thing. Okay, so why we're doing this kind of optimization? Always try to remember, less code, less problem, right? And that is the reason why we're trying to make our code compressed and do not have like functionality that is duplicated, right? So for right now, let's hide this, and we are going to check our Codable. So let's print such weird melody, right? I want to switch it. So print, and let's run that function that we just finished. So await network manager dictionary from Codable, sorry, Codable, right? Codable, and of course iTunes response from request. Let's see what we have. Okay, it is working, right? Oh, no. Sorry, let's do this. Print 1, print 2, right? Let's see. We have, anyway, it is working, right? Oh, no, it's not correct. Okay, let result equal await, then we will have this, right? And then print. Okay, result, and here we also can, let's do not print it, okay. Oh, it is even faster, right? Okay. Like it should be the same, right? Success. Yeah, the same. Okay. Wonderful. That is working, right? So, and what? Let me have a look at this again. So we have Codable, right? We implemented all the functionality here. So we extracted all code from this function to a separate function, and we are going to reuse it also. What's happened with music? Oh, much better, right? So, what do we have here? We have here. I need to double check that I reuse that function, right? So, since we already have this functionality, so how our code can look like? Yeah, because we also let's do next thing. So return this Codable from result, right? No. So yeah, it's kind of mistake, right? Because I wanted to make a code smaller and try to reuse at least this part, right? So, maybe I have here decoder, right? So what I can do? I can set here data, or yeah, looks like this is not the best thing. Okay, but My cat decided to visit us. I'm sorry. You're welcome. Okay, so probably right now, because it is evening, of course, right? Right now I cannot see the benefit of this work. Wonderful. Because we use it only once. If we use it twice, probably we can save it. We can keep this. But since we are not going to reuse that, what can I do? Right. But if I return, yeah, okay, let's revert all of this, right? I don't know. Yeah, not the best session today, right? So let's have a look again. What do we have? Oh, error. Yeah, problem is here also. And we have here. Yeah. So I just, and also wait. Dictionary from, and also where do I use this code? Forni, I know this is not the best. This is not best code. I completed this function, but oh yeah, here, right? Dictionary from, but yeah, oh. That is good. So yep, so we did mapping, and we have the same entering parameters. Maybe we can do the same here, right? With codable functions, right? So but we use here data from. Do we use data from here? Right, we use data from here once, right? Probably yes. I think this is a good idea, right? So to not transfer all data, just to receive data object, right? So from data, right? And probably that thing we do not need anymore, right? Oh, I am going to be happy because looks like we are not doing extra work, right? So, and here also we need to see this thing. So value result, right? I can copy that code, right? So okay, and instead of dictionary we will use Codable, right? But what Codable? Of course this Codable. Oh my god. Type. Okay, and we of course do not have JSON reading object, and we also need to use type here. All right. Okay, yeah, that is good. So no, that is correct, right? Codable type. Yay! And we also can right now reuse this code. So we have data, and we can return codable from data, right? The same type. Wonderful, yay! Right now let's talk about this error. So what error we are going to have here? Forni, are you kid again? He is not interested in this session. go away. Okay, so and right now we have an error, right? JSON decoding, casting error. Let's use data task, but this is not a data task. This is a different, right? Okay, let's keep it for right now. I mean, but for me it will be the same, right? I will understand what is this error. Okay, so and probably the same error is here, right? I need to fix it. Yep, return. Wonderful. So you can see how simple our function looks like with async await functionality, right? Like it much more compact. That's what I like. Okay, so looks like we have everything, right? For today. Wonderful. Maybe we will think about implementing like a text, right? Because from request we can receive dictionary, we can receive Codable, we can receive just plain text, and also we can load images, right? Using the same functionality. Think about if you wanna this after. So yeah, to do, I can remove it. So I will post this code directly on a StackOverflow. I will refresh this response. So write your comments. What do you think? Where do you want to go deeper? Like, again, I am not a guru, right? Like, I will make experiments and explain things for myself. This is how I learn. So StackOverflow is the best thing that where you can find real tasks and where you can learn. That's what I was doing. Why I had like many responses here, many replies, because I learned it. I use it for a free learning. I used StackOverflow for a free learning. Users just try to post. They posted questions, right? And I need to explain them. And since, for example, when I was junior, I cannot explain things for myself, and if I create a very bad reply, I will have lots of minuses, and I didn't want to have minuses, and I have to explain it for myself. Of course, right now some of the questions can be updated, and we will do this. So yeah, that's what I also suggest to you. Just go to StackOverflow. If you're working with SwiftUI, just pick random SwiftUI question and try to explain it that everyone can understand. So, and you will also learn some new thing. And here I am also learning with you. Okay, so yeah, enough words. Thank you for your time. A wonderful rest of your day. Probably I will record next video about our how it's named, home assessment task that after interview you receive to do at home, right? I forgot this name. Home yeah, my English not working, nothing is working in the evenings, but I will try. I am fighting with you guys, not with you, for you, right? Okay, yeah, I need to stop. Have a wonderful rest of the week. I hope we will meet this week again. Yeah, communicate with me. I want to learn, and talking to you, I can learn more. And also watching my videos, you can learn something maybe. See you. Bye.